Look at me, just for a second. Look at this face. You don't know me. You don't know my story, my failures, my scars, but in a few minutes, you're going to know something about me. You're going to know that I have stood right where you are standing. I have felt the weight of the ordinary, the crushing, suffocating weight of a life that feels like it's already been written. You know that feeling, don't you? That sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach when you wake up and you realize nothing has changed. Yesterday was the same as the day before and today. Today feels like a photocopy of a photocopy. The same alarm, the same coffee, the same commute, the same faces, the same conversations, the same, nothing, and somewhere deep down in a place you don't talk about, you feel it. A whisper, a quiet, almost desperate whisper that says, is this it? Is this all there is? You push it down. You drown it out with noise, with Netflix, with social media, with the endless scroll. You fill your ears with music, your mind with distractions, your time with obligations. But late at night, when the world is quiet and your head hits the pillow, that whisper becomes a scream. It screams for something more. It screams for a change. It screams for a life that feels like it belongs to you, And here is the most terrifying and at the same time, the most liberating truth I am ever going to tell you. The life you want to live, the life you dream about when you're alone. That life is only ever 24 hours away. Think about that for a moment. Let that sink in. Not a decade, not a year, not even a month. 24 hours. One single rotation of the earth. That is the distance between the person you are right now, sitting in that seat, and the person you are capable of becoming. Lend. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can see it in your eyes. You're thinking, that's too simple. That's too easy. You don't know my situation. You don't know my debt, my broken relationship, my health issues, my responsibilities. And you're right. I don't know your specific details, but I know the mechanism. I know the engine of change. And it doesn't matter if you want to lose 100 pounds or write a book or start a business or save a marriage. The engine is the same. And that engine, it runs on 24-hour cycles. Manda. You see, we are obsessed with the big picture. We are obsessed with the grand gesture, the big launch, the $1 million idea, the dramatic apology, the perfect moment. And because we're obsessed with that, we do nothing. Because the big picture is too big, it's too heavy, it's too far away. It paralyzes us. It makes us feel small and powerless. So we wait. We wait for Monday. We wait for the first of the month. We wait for the new year. We wait for a sign. And while we wait, life, our one precious, irreplaceable life, slips through our fingers like sand. But what if? What if you stopped waiting? What if you stopped looking at the mountain and you just looked at the first step? What if, instead of thinking about the next 10 years, you just thought about the next 10 minutes? Because the truth is, a decade is just a collection of days. And a day is just a collection of hours. And an hour is just a collection of choices. One choice, one decision, one action. That's all it takes. That's the spark that lights the fire. Mendia, I want you to think about a time in your life when you truly changed. A time when you transformed. It didn't happen gradually, did it? It happened in an instant. It happened in a moment of clarity. It happened in a flash of pain, or a surge of love, or a burst of anger. You decided. And in that moment, you became someone else, the old you. That person died, and a new person was born. That's how it works. It's a death and a resurrection. And that moment, that 24-hour window, that is the space where the old you ends and the new you begins. Don't believe me? Ask the alcoholic who's been sober for 20 years. It didn't start with a plan for 20 years. It started with a single night. It started with one day. One brutal, honest, soul-crushing day where they looked in the mirror and said, no more. Ask the person who lost 100 pounds. It didn't start with a gym membership for the next year. It started with a single morning. One morning where they laced up their shoes and walked out the door for the first time. One day. That's the epicenter. That's where the earthquake begins. And here's the beautiful, scary, liberating secret. You don't have to wait for a tragedy to have that moment. You don't have to hit rock bottom. You don't have to lose everything. You can choose it right now, in this room, in this moment. You can choose to make tomorrow the first day of your new life. Not because the circumstances are perfect, but because you are ready. Because you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because the pain of staying the same has finally become greater than the fear of the unknown. Because you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because the pain of staying the same has finally become greater than the fear of the unknown. And that is the fuel. That is the rocket fuel that will carry you through the next 24 hours. But let me be brutally honest with you. Let me strip away the pretty words and the inspiring music that's playing in your head right now. The next 24 hours will not be easy. They will not be glamorous. They will be messy. They will be uncomfortable. They will be a battle. Because you are not just planning a new day. You are going to war with a version of yourself that has been in power for years, maybe decades. And that old version of you, that version is a fighter. That version knows all your weaknesses. That version knows exactly which buttons to push to make you quit. That version knows that you are tired, and it will use that against you. It will whisper to you in the morning, just 5 more minutes. Just hit snooze. It's too early. You can start tomorrow. And if you listen, you lose. It will whisper to you when you are about to make that healthy choice, that one choice that changes everything, and it will say, you deserve a treat. You've had a hard week. It's just one. And if you listen, you lose. Blend. But here is the thing you must understand. You are not trying to fight that old version forever. You don't have to win a war that lasts a lifetime. You just have to win a single battle, one battle, a 24-hour battle. You don't have to be perfect for a year. You just have to be disciplined for a day. You don't have to be a saint for a decade. You just have to be strong for 24 hours. You can do anything for 24 hours, can't you? You can say no to the sugar for 24 hours. You can get up an hour earlier for 24 hours. You can pick up the phone and make that difficult call for 24 hours. You can write a single page for 24 hours. You can walk for 20 minutes for 24 hours. This isn't a marathon, it's a sprint, a 24-hour sprint. So I ask you, what is the one thing? The one thing that, if you did it today, would change the trajectory of your life. Not a list of 10 things. Not a 5-year plan. One thing. One simple, clear, actionable thing. Is it to stop drinking? Then your 24 hours are about the first glass of water. Is it to save your marriage? Then your 24 hours are about having that conversation you've been avoiding for years. Is it to start a business? Then your 24 hours are about writing that first draft of your business plan. Just one page, one single page. Is it to get fit? Then your 24 hours are about that first workout. Find the one thing, the one domino. If you knock that one domino down, all the other dominoes will follow. And then commit to it. Not for life, not for a year, not for a week. Commit to it for 24 hours. Turn your entire world into a narrow tunnel. Remove all the noise. Remove all the distractions. Remove all the excuses. For the next 24 hours, you are not a parent. You are not an employee. You are not a friend. You are not a citizen. You are a warrior with a single objective. And you will not let anything stand in your way. Not the phone, not the television, not your own fear, not your own doubt. Bendian. And in this tunnel, you will face the silence. And the silence is the most terrifying part of all. Because the silence is where you hear your own voice. The real voice. Not the voice of your parents. Not the voice of society. Not the voice of your friends. Your voice. What does that voice say? What does it truly desire? What does it truly fear? In the silence, you will meet yourself. And for some of you, that is a terrifying prospect. You have spent your entire life running from that person. You have filled your life with so much noise, so much activity, so much busyness, just to avoid that person. Because that person knows the truth. That person knows you were meant for more. And that person is angry. That person is disappointed. That person is heartbroken. And that person is waiting. Blend for the next 24 hours. You are going to stop running. You are going to stop hiding. You are going to sit in the silence with that person. You are going to listen to them. You are going to apologize to them. And then you are going to make them a promise. A sacred, unbreakable promise. You are going to look that version of you in the eye. The version that is still alive, that still dreams, that still hopes. And you are going to say, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to life. And I'm not going to leave you again. This is not just about productivity. This is not just about success. This is about resurrection. This is about bringing a dead part of you back to life. And this is where the magic happens. This is where the universe conspires. This is where the laws of physics seem to bend. Because when you make that decision, when you make that honest, brutal, all-in commitment, something shifts. The energy changes. The air changes. People will sense it on you. They won't know what it is, but they'll feel it. They'll feel a power radiating from you because you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are a creator of reality. You are no longer a passenger on the bus of life. You are the driver. And you are driving straight into the unknown. And that is terrifying. But it is also the most exhilarating feeling you will ever experience. And you are driving straight into the unknown. And that is terrifying. But it is also the most exhilarating feeling you will ever experience. Because for the first time in a long time, you are alive. Truly, undeniably, electrically alive. You are not just existing. You are living. And living means risk. Living means vulnerability. Living means the possibility of failure. But what is failure in a single day? What is failure in 24 hours? It is nothing. It is data. It is a lesson. It is step. You can fail 100 times in a single day, and you will still be infinitely further ahead than the person who did nothing. The person who played it safe. The person who waited. The person who is still waiting for the perfect moment. Bean. So here is my challenge to you. My only challenge. My only request. This is not a suggestion. This is not a piece of advice you can take or leave. This is a call to arms. For the next 24 hours, I want you to live as if your life depends on it. Because it does. I want you to wake up tomorrow, and the first thought that enters your mind is not a groan, not a complaint, not a wish for more sleep. I want the first thought in your mind to be a battle cry. I want you to spring out of bed as if your house is on fire, because in a way, it is. The house of your old life is burning, and you need to get out. You need to leave the ashes behind. Menji, I want you to look in the mirror while you brush your teeth, and I don't want you to see the tired face of yesterday. I want you to see the face of a warrior. I want you to see the face of someone who has decided. And I want you to say it out loud. I want you to hear your own voice. Say it. Say, today is different. Today I choose. And then I want you to act. I want you to do that one thing. That one thing you promised yourself you would do. Don't think about it. Don't analyze it. Don't negotiate with it. Just do it. Move your body. Take action. Break the inertia. Because action is the antidote to fear. Action is the solvent. It dissolves doubt. You can't think your way out of a prison. You have to act your way out. You have to run. You have to fight. You have to claw your way to freedom. And you do it in the small moments. In the moments where no one is watching. In the moments where it's just you and your character. That's where the battle is won or lost. It's not won on the big stage. It's won in the quiet, private, unglamorous hours of the morning. It's won in the decision to push send on that email. It's won in the decision to take the stairs instead of the elevator. It's won in the decision to say, I love you, when you'd rather stay silent, And as the hours pass, something miraculous will begin to happen. You will start to feel a momentum, a force that is greater than you. You will feel a shift in your own psychology. You will begin to believe in yourself because you are proving to yourself with every passing hour that you are a person of your word. You told yourself you would do something and you are doing it. And that builds trust. Trust is not given. Trust is earned. And the person you need to trust the most is you. You need to trust that when you say you're going to do something, you will do it. You need to trust that you have your own back, And by the end of the 24 hours, you will be a different person. You won't just have changed your circumstances. You will have changed your identity. You will have gone from being someone who wants to change to someone who is changing. You will have gone from being a dreamer to a doer. You will have gone from being a passenger to a pilot. And that identity, that new sense of self is bulletproof because no one can take that away from you. They can take your money, they can take your job, they can take your possessions, but they can never take the knowledge that you are a person who can make a decision and follow through. They can never take the knowledge that you have the power to transform your own life. The clock is ticking. It is always ticking. Every second that passes is a second you will never get back. You cannot pause it. You cannot rewind it. You cannot buy more of it. It is the most precious commodity in the universe, and you are spending it whether you like it or not. The only question is, what are you spending it on? Are you spending it on fear? Are you spending it on procrastination? Are you spending it on regret? Or are you spending it on greatness? Are you spending it on building a life that you are proud of? Are you spending it on becoming the person you were always meant to be? The choice is yours. It has always been yours. And you don't have to wait for a grand revelation. You don't have to wait for the stars to align. You don't have to wait for permission. You just have to decide. And you just have to start right here, right now, in this very moment. Forget what happened yesterday. Yesterday is gone. It is a ghost. It has no power over you except the power you give it. Forget what might happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is a fantasy. It does not exist. It will never exist. There is only today. There is only this moment. There is only this breath. And in this breath, you have infinite power. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to change the world. You have the power to become a force of nature. All you have to do is use it. All you have to do is claim it. So I ask you again, what will you do with your 24 hours? Will you waste them? Or will you use them to build a monument to your own potential? The choice is yours. The time is now. The world is waiting. And that, my friends, is how you change your life. Not in a year, not in a month, not in a week, but in a single day, in the next 24 hours. So go out there and live. Go out there and fight. Go out there and become the person you were born to be. Your new life is waiting. It is just 24 hours away, right? And as you walk out of this room, I want you to hold on to this feeling, this fire, this hunger. Don't let it die. Protect it. Nurture it. Feed it every single day. Because you have now seen the truth. And the truth is that you are not a victim of your life. You are the author of it. You are the painter. You are the sculptor. Every day is a new canvas. Every hour is a new stroke. Every minute is a new chance to create something beautiful. And it all starts with a single day. One day, 24 hours, you have the blueprint now. You have the inspiration. You have the courage. All you need is the will. And I know you have it. I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in this room. That fire is burning. So don't let it go out. Don't let the world, don't let the noise, don't let the fear extinguish it. Keep it burning. Let it light your way. Let it guide your feet. And let it give you the strength to do what must be done